Everybody loves to eat food, but do you know what actually gives the flavor, color, and smell of them? What microbes are actually inhabiting the food? Microorganisms can give benefit and as well as harmfulness to food.
Microorganisms give benefit to humans, especially in food manufacturing processes. Ability of microorganisms to ferment food result in production of acid, ethanol, and carbon dioxide. Through this process, it helps to preserve the food as well as help in increase the shelf life of the food. Do you love dairy products such as milk, yogurt, and cheese? Do you know that consuming this product can provide health benefits, especially improve in bone health? The example of microorganisms that are able to undergo fermentation are Lactobacillus species and Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Both of these microbes have the significant roles in producing dairy products and alcohol manufacturing.
Microorganisms in food can cause food poisoning, Listeria, E. coli, and Clostridium. They are involved in spoilage of the food into bad occurrence such as bad odors, bad taste. This physically change caused by the metabolites produced by the microorganism through their metabolism. Some are they produce toxins that harmful when being consumed by humans, such as Clostridium botulinum and Staphylococcus.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Farhan bin Muhammad Zukri. I am from the Faculty of Modern Languages and Communication, FBMK, taking Bachelor of Arts in English Language. I'm in my semester 6. I have experienced food poisoning before, and it's quite frequent. Maybe it's because of my hygiene problem. The worst that I've suffered before is I had diarrhea for 5 years.
Generally, food contain nutrients that can support the growth of microorganisms, and if we don't process the food properly, the microbe will contaminate the food and use all the nutrients that is important for the microbe to grow and turn the food from their original acceptable state into spoiled unacceptable state. Basically, in food production, there are several stages involving starting from the raw material until the finished product. So we have to make sure that in the processing, the raw material is, if possible, free from any contaminating or indigenous microorganism that can spoil or give harmful the people that consume the food. Along the process, we have to make sure that there is no contamination of food from outside, from contamination of microorganisms from outside the food, and as well as we have to stop the growth of either spoilage microorganism or pathogenic microorganism that maybe accidentally or survive the initial processing activities in the food production by maybe giving a high temperature or chemicals that can prevent the growth of this spoilage microorganism or pathogenic microorganisms. Until the processing completed, then we can ensure the absence of this pathogenic or spoilage microorganism in the final product. Yeah, there are generally two types of microbial activities on food. One is the spoilage activity, another one is the beneficial activity. For the spoilage activity, normally it will turn the food from acceptable state into unacceptable state, whereas for the beneficial microorganism in food, it will enhance the characteristic, the properties in terms of the technological and health benefit of the food. That's all. Basically, there are two main factors that contribute to the spoilage of food. One is the environmental factors, of course, and the second is the chemical or the food composition factors. And normally, if we keep the food at ambient temperature, this will encourage the growth of microorganisms on food and turn the food spoil. And the second factor is the chemical composition. If the food is a type of rich food, meaning that it contains a lot of nutrient, and this also can lead to the spoilage process easily. But some food, they have preservative, for example, and if that is the case, then this food cannot be spoiled easily by the microorganisms.
This is one of the techniques to control the food spoilage, which is dehydration, where it involves removal of water molecule from the chicken flesh. In this case, they use the mixture of turmeric and salt and other mixture. Salt will create the hypertonic condition, and the bacteria in food will lose water and be dehydrated, thus they will die. The other technique is the use of high temperature to control the food spoilage, where high temperature will kill or inhibit the bacteria, thus the food are safety to eat.
The soil contains the bacteria Clostridium botulinum that can cause the food spoilage. Thus, we have to wash carefully the vegetable with the clean water to ensure that they are clean from the bacteria from the outside. And there are ways to avoiding the microbial food contamination through the hand washing before and during the food preparation while handling the raw food. Second, the sick food handlers should not prepare food because one sick person can cause a foodborne disease outbreak. Lastly, the raw and cooked food should be separated because the raw foods are source of microorganisms and can recontaminate prepared foods.
For me, the effectiveness of hand washing before eating is very important, because me myself, I have to admit I'm quite lazy to wash my hand before eating because I have problem with my health. I cannot walk properly. Hygiene is very important for you to care of before eating your food to avoid food poisoning.
Basuh ni, kambing ni dia kalau tak basuh, Pasir banyak.
Pasir banyak. Pasir banyak.
Ni kita nak pergi basuh. Takut pasir ya. Kita basuh bersih-bersih.
Untuk bersihkan itu.
Dia kalau tak bersihkan nanti dia pasir banyak. Lauk nanti makan rasa pasir.
Ya.
Ya.